Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In this episode, I'm going to continue on with my medium reverse stage thingamajig that I still need to find a good way to say. Alright, so the next stage that I'm going to go to after the one that I just went to, alright, the Great Divide. Now to cash money. Oh joy. This stage, like most stages I guess, is pretty similar. Whether it's going forward or backwards, but it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not sure how to go about this one. Let's see. I guess. Oh yeah, I do have all the deluxe upgrades still, so I guess it shouldn't be too bad. Placing it right here in the middle because I only have enough money for one at the moment. But I'm not going to go the same way that I did with the Great Divide. Well, actually, I am going to go the same way I did with the Great Divide. Not the way I did with the jungle. If you remember, in the jungle, what was it? I went with the Bionic Boomer because I knew that the Bionic Boomer could have that faster attack rate and get both sides. But instead of treating this like the jungle, I'm going to treat it a little bit... instead of treating it like... Yeah, like I said, instead of treating it like the jungle, I'm going to treat it more like the Great Divide. Even though both towers are able to pop both sides, because I have two boomerang towers now, they obviously do have the double attack rate and everything, so they should be able to fend off all the balloons. Also because they're able to attack, like I said, both sides. And now that there's two of them coming from both paths, so they should be fine. That's the point I was trying to make. Now, something interesting is that apparently there's that tiny little space in between. Let's see, can I place it? I'm wondering, like, because the Monkey Apprentice has such a small hitbox, if that's what you would call it, I was wondering if I could fit it in between that little crack, but apparently not. Alright, so, also separate from the jungle and different from the Great Divide, I'm going to go with the Glaive Ricochet on this one, because the boomerang throwers are more in the middle of the track, so that they have more room to actually pop the balloons. So that should be good to use Glaive Ricochet there. And also, again, I'm sure I've mentioned it in a couple episodes before, but just thinking about my whole sandbox mode, not challenge, but sandbox special that I used to do. I only did like 4 or 5 weeks maybe, probably less, but if you are interested in me continuing that, leave suggestions on what you think I should do for the sandbox special on Monday. It might not be on Monday, it might change to another day, but definitely if there are people that want me to continue that, then I'll try. I'll try to continue it if people still are interested in that. But also, because, oh man, I leaked a few, but probably just because of when I upgraded it, it caused the boomerang thrower to delay. But anyways, because I finally did kind of get an answer to whether or not people would be okay with me putting ads on the video to monetize it and all that, then I will try to look into that today and try to actually get that started. And also, just a little bit of looking into it that I did yesterday, I think I will be able to choose what kind of ads appear on the video, so that should be good. Still don't know the specifics, but hopefully it should be a win-win for both of us, I guess. It's not really a win, it's just not as much of a loss, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. But continuing on, I'm going to obviously continue using these boomerang throwers. Once I get this other one to Glaive Ricochet, then that'd be good. And I'm not going to use a banana farm, partly because I still have the healthy bananas that give me lives and all that, so it's kind of lame, but that was kind of nice. The Glaive Ricochet ricocheted up and hit that one balloon that was about to leak. But anyways, I'm not going to use the banana farm, mostly because I'm already like around 16, which it would still be helpful, just not quite as helpful as I'd like. Plus I'd still have to raise up the money for that, which means it would take a couple more rounds. But anyways, with this other Glaive Ricochet, it should be fine. But what am I trying to say? The banana farm, I didn't want to use it because it's different. This stage for me is different than Mount Magma, where I was able to just place one boomerang thrower and then like not even upgrade him until like 10 waves in or something. Here, I really do need to upgrade my defenses pretty much as soon as I can, just because I'm not doing too well. Obviously, I mean, I'm only leaking 9 lives, which isn't very much, but obviously it would be nice to not leak any. But because round 24 is coming up, like on the next round, I'm probably not going to be able to do it, but I'm hoping. Well, okay, obviously I don't have enough time or enough money, but I'm going to use the Buccaneers as my camo defense, my camo, camo detection, which means obviously I have to get the crow's nest, but what am I saying? After I get the crow's nest, I'm going to go with the destroyer, because I do have to keep in mind that I'm going to be dealing with camo lead eventually, but that's not until later, and now that I already have camo detection, the Dreadnought Deluxe upgrade also allows the Buccaneer to have lead popping, so that's good. I don't need to go with the cannon ship to be a lead buster, I guess. And the Glaive Ricochet already has lead busting on its own, not camo lead busting, but just regular lead busting, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to stick with the Monkey Buccaneer. I'm going to stick with this one until he gets to Destroyer, and then build a second one on the other side, because I will be mirroring my defenses. I will mirror my defense on both sides, which may not be a good idea, because the track does meet itself on 3 different points, so I could just build all of my defense on one side, and just focus everything on one side, I guess. I'm not sure if that's actually better or not, but mirroring my defense does take up more money, and I'm not sure if it's quite as effective as focusing all my defense on one point, because if I'm not spending money on my second Glaive Ricochet, then that would help obviously get my destroyer faster, which means that I could then focus on something else, some other tower. And this wave doesn't seem too bad because I'm able to pop each balloon before the next balloon appears, so yeah, I don't need to worry too much about that. But so I've got camo lead down. Glaive Ricochet helps with clumps. And I guess I'm just going to need Moab Mauling abilities. So the Moab Mauler, or the Moab Busting abilities, that's what I meant, but the Moab Mauler should do good with that. And again, I think I'm putting my Buccaneer a little too close to the track, because then it's not able to pop the balloons right next to it. And for that, when I said again, I actually did mean again, because I didn't do it in Bloons Star Defense 5, but on the Bloons Star Defense Battles episode that I posted yesterday, I was using a Buccaneer and I placed it too close to the track, because then its attack, the spot on the tower that it actually attacks from is a little bit farther from the center, if that makes sense. So when I place it right next to the track, then it's not quite able to attack those balloons right next to it, which can kind of limit its popping ability, but by placing it so close to the track, it also increases how much of the track is within its range. So it's kind of good, I guess. Not really sure exactly how well that pays off, but I tend to be content with how it is. Alright, so now I've got 2 destroyers, and now I need some Moab, I was going to say Moab Busting, and then Moab Mauling, and Moab Busting, but anyways, I'm going to place it right here's good, because I'm trying to get it like right in the middle, so that even without any range upgrade, it covers that nice little curve and that little side, but then increasing it to missile launcher increases its range, increasing extra range gives it range, and then I think even frag bombs gives it a little bit of extra range, which I think is pretty cool, but obviously not entirely necessary, but still pretty cool. I think it's interesting how that happens. I'm not sure how many other towers have a similar effect, but it seems like most of the upgrades that the Moab gets, like the first 4 upgrades pretty much, increase its range, even when the actual upgrade doesn't say that it has anything to do with range. And in a similar way, the Spactory, it might just be my imagination, but it seems like every upgrade increases its attack speed. Like it shoots out attacks even faster with each upgrade, even if the upgrade itself doesn't have to do with attack speed. Maybe that's just me, but like my own, how I see it, I guess. But so yeah, maybe that's just something that they do with a couple of these towers, where one stat, or one, yeah, I guess one stat of the tower isn't quite as good as they were hoping or something, so they're buffing it like that or something. I don't know. But in addition to the Moab busting, Moab Mauler, I'm also going to get the Bloon Impact to help slow down clumps and to help slow them down and give the Glaive Ricochet more time to shred through their layers. Because the Bloon Impact, or the Cluster Bombs I should say, have a really good area of effect, and giving it the Bloon Impact will also stun in a really good area of effect, just to make sure that those ceramic clumps do stay put long enough for the Glaive Ricochets to shred through them. Because I've only got 2 Glaive Ricochet, which is 4 layers, and if the ceramics are like 10 layers, then it's going to take a little while to get through them. So those Bloon Impact towers will help. And alright, so it's round 45, which is why it's taking so long, and it's just a bunch of pinks. They're just getting destroyed pretty easily. And you know, another random thing, I'm at rank 57, and I think I have to get to rank 60, if I remember correctly. I think I have to get to around 60, or rank 60, to unlock the last extreme track. And I remember there was some episode way back when where I mentioned that I think it was going to take me like up until episode 80 or something until I got to rank 60, and I made some kind of prediction like that. And now I'm wondering if any of you remember what episode that was, because I don't remember what episode, and like what rank I said I was going to get to by what episode, so I'm interested in seeing what that was. And I wish I had some kind of prize to give to someone who figured it out sooner, but I don't. If you do figure it out, it'll just be for the sake of figuring it out. Obviously, there's no bad consequence of not finding out what episode that was. And then something I don't want to do is that I don't want to make it some gimmick of, oh, go search through all my videos for the fun of it, and then I'm going to get more money for the views or something like that. It's not how I want this channel to work. I don't want to just give out gimmicky contests just to get myself more views and not give you anything. If I am going to have some kind of contest, I'm either going to make it in a way that you actually get something out of it, or I'm going to make it in a way that I don't actually benefit directly from it, if that makes sense. But I'm definitely not going to make you go look for it. Well, I mean, I'm not making you go look for it. There's no contest. I'm not trying to incentivize you. I'm just saying it'd be kind of cool if you did find it. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to guess that you can fit 3 Buccaneers in this little water area, but because I'm not being very specific about where I'm placing it, I'm only able to place 2. Okay, so I'm actually going to place more towers, more Glaive Ricochet, because I also remembered that I didn't really need to worry too much about the Moabs, because I've got the Big Blue Sabotage that makes them have half health, so they're not really a big problem. Alright, so I like the way that this looks, the way it's kind of mirrored. I've got 2 of each except for the Moab Mauler and Bloon Impact, which I guess I could make more of. It just would look a little bit weird now, I guess, but yeah, I could do it. Yeah. I've only lost 50 lives, so even without, well, again, I want to say without deluxe upgrades, I still would have done great, but really the deluxe upgrades make a big impact on those big balloons, Moabs, and then also they make an impact on the boomerang throwers that now have double effectiveness, pretty much. So, yeah, oops, I didn't mean to build a cluster bomb, and then of course now I'm just using the Monkey Tycoon by selling something and redistributing my money. So yay for that, I guess, but yeah. I do want to be at a point where I can just beat all these levels without deluxe upgrades, but I did try that on the Great Divide and I lost pretty badly. So, I mean, I didn't really try that hard. I could have just tried again without deluxe upgrades or something, but I don't know. I guess I do just kind of get used to the idea of having deluxe upgrades, and I just sort of get comfortable with having deluxe upgrades, so then I don't really try too hard at being better without them, which is kind of a bad thing. Then some people have reminded me that this is a Let's Play, not necessarily a walkthrough guide thing, so I may eventually get down to specifics and really work on just a specific walkthrough, and then I'll just like make it a really short video of just build this tower at this time and then use this thing at this time. That kind of walkthrough. But for right now, it is more just of a Let's Play, and you can use these as a guide if you want. If you're, using deluxe upgrades, then obviously you can see that this will work. But yeah, that's my little spiel about that, my mini rant. And this is actually the camo lead round, which doesn't seem to give me too much trouble, but a little bit, just because the only camo detection I have are these destroyers, and they are able to pop lead, but just because of all the other balloons that were appearing, it does make that a little bit more difficult. Alright, so this should be fine. Yeah, can easily destroy the Moabs, even when they're at full health, with these Moab Maulers, because they do 10 times damage. Plus, I've got 2 destroyers that are kind of like super monkeys. The Glaive Ricochet just helps out a little bit with the ceramics that come out of it. Alright, so this is actually what I'm going to leave my defense at, just because I don't really have enough money to make 2 of anything else that's going to be very useful. I can't make 2 of any useful tower with the money that I have. That's what I'm trying to say, but alright, so I think that should be good, this defense, because I've got the destroyers for super fast attack rate, balloon impact and Glaive Ricochet for clumps, Moab Maulers for the BFBs and Moabs, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm actually surprised that destroyers are my only camo defense. Could have used some ninja monkeys or some apprentice, which is just apprentices. But yeah, anyways. Oh man, whenever I'm recording, I always feel like I have a stuffy nose and I'm getting sick, but then when I'm not recording, I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. But I don't know, it's weird. It's as if talking makes me sick. But I don't know. Just seems kind of funny to me. But obviously those balloon impact and Glaive Ricochet really destroyed round 63. The ceramic clumps, and then of course just a bunch of Moabs, and they're no problem. And now finally round 65, which is where it's just a bunch of weaker balloons that eventually grow into stronger balloons, which eventually end up in 3 Moabs and 2 BFBs, which I can clearly take down very easily. And there's no long ceramic clumps or anything, so Glaive Ricochet, they're useful, but they're actually a little bit of support right now, just because the streams of balloons aren't very difficult, so the rest of my defenses are able to destroy them pretty easily. Then they're not, Glaive Ricochet aren't very helpful against Moabs or BFBs, just in general, because they have a slower attack rate, and they're better at long streams or clumps of balloons rather than single strong balloons, like the balloons and everything. Alright, so, I just finished that track pretty easily, and I got 1794, which is kind of not really that much, but still 1, 2, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Alright, so 8 more tracks on medium reverse, then we have to do the whole thing again on hard. Some I will do on reverse just for the sake of it. Maybe the ones that aren't that different, like on the rink or Bloonhenge or something, or whichever ones you think I should do on reverse on hard. Just let me know, and I will be using some special agents, at least one special agent, at least one per track, And I'll try to limit my deluxe upgrades, but obviously I would like to use some deluxe upgrades. I'll probably still use triple lives just as a safety net, but I'll get rid of Big Blue Sabotage and Healthy Bananas, and that's it. Just getting rid of those two, for now at least. And let me know which special agent you think I should use. I remember one of you commented saying that you wanted to see the deluxe edition special agents, and I'm not actually sure which ones those are. Just because I don't really play the web version at all, so I don't remember which ones are unique to the deluxe edition. I think the Pontoon, the Portable Lake, Mad Snowman, Watermelon Spitter, and Monkey Farmer, maybe? That might be a lot. So I don't remember how much or which ones are specific to Deluxe Edition. So anyways, yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.